Hello, I'm Samantha DiMaggio, the Community Development Director here in the City of LeSueur, and I'm joined by Michelle Clark with the Southwest Minnesota Housing Partnership. Today, Michelle and I are here to discuss the rental rehab programs that we offer to our residents in the City of LeSueur. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So I think first, if it's all right, if we could talk about the single-family repair loan program. Can you tell me, do you have to be a homeowner to apply for it, or who's eligible to apply for this program?
So you do have to own your home. However, you can have a mortgage against it or be making payments to somebody. It does have to be recorded at the county recorder's office in your name, and it cannot be via contract for deed. You do have to either have a mortgage loan on it or own it free and clear.
Excellent. And so does my house have to be in a certain part of town or a certain area of town to qualify?
Yes, the city's target area is what we call it, and there is a map out on the city's website under the economic development section of the website. But to give you kind of an idea, it goes on the north end, it's on Grove Street. On the south end, it's Mag Street. And then on the west side of town, it would be the railroad tracks. And on the east, it would go to 4th Street. So if you were on the 4th Street, there are a little bit of jaggedness to it. But check out the map on the website or give us a call and I can let you know as well.
Excellent. So in order to qualify, do I have to make a certain income, or does my household have to make a certain income, or less than a certain income? How do I figure out if I qualify with my income?
Yes, the program is set up to be 80% of the area median income. So what that means is HUD, or the Housing and Urban Development Authority, they determine each year a family size. And so for LeSueur County, to give you an idea, a family of 4 has to make less than $58,650 a year gross income. If you think you might be close or not sure how to go about calculating that, give me a call and I can definitely walk you through it over the phone to see if I think it's worth your time in applying.
So with that, can I be a single person, or do I have to have children to have an eligible income?
You can be a single person. It just goes by your household size. So the determination will be off of how many people are living in your home full time.
And how many people are earning an income, correct? So if my husband has a job and I have a job, you would combine both of ours and we would meet for our family level.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And it does include income such as Social Security income, veteran income, retirement, if you're getting it on a monthly or annual basis, those types of things. Interest income and child support does count.
All right, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is the average loan, and do I have to have a match?
Okay, the average loan right now is set up for $18,200. With that, the program is set up so 70% of the funds come from the small cities loan. The 30% needs to come from the owner match requirement. So if you maximized it, that would be about $7,800 to fully maximize that $18,200. However, there are some programs out there that can help match with that. The city has generously given everybody $1,000 of grant funds that can go towards that. Plus, then the Housing Partnership has applied for some additional grant and loan funds to help with that $7,800 possibility. Plus, there's a lot of other programs out there that we can help you get in touch with to help with those.
So if my house has repairs and I live in this district, I shouldn't be afraid to call you and talk to you.
Definitely.
It sounds like there's programs that are going to help me come up with my matching funds.
Definitely. We definitely walk you through every part of that.
So do I have to pay back the loan a certain dollar every month, or how does the loan get repaid? What are the terms of the loan?
Okay, so the loan is set up as a 0% deferred forgivable loan. So what that means is 0%, no interest will accrue. It's deferred, meaning there's no monthly or annual payments. And forgivable means it's going to be forgiven at 10% each year from the date that you sign your repayment agreement. So if you sign it on May 1st each year, 10% is going to be forgiven right off the top.
So if I stay in my home for 10 years, basically, I don't have to pay any of it back?
It is 100% forgiven at 10 years.
Wow, that's awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about how the application process works?
Sure. So we have an application packet that you can either pick up at the city office, you can give me a call and I can definitely mail it out to you, or there is a link to our website on the city's website under the economic development page, and that'll bring you to the application documents as well. What happens is there's a few things that I need you guys to provide to me in that application packet. I go through it, make sure you're income eligible, make sure you're current on your mortgage, make sure you have insurance on the property. Once we deem you income eligible and all of the requirements are met, we schedule an inspection with you. One of our project managers come out from our construction department at the Housing Partnership, and they will walk through the home with you. So if you have certain repairs that you really want done, definitely let them know at that time. They will look at every part of your home from the inside to the outside. We want to know if there's anything that may happen at certain times of the year that we would be able to see while we were there. Condensation certain places, or if there maybe is water intrusion that comes in, but only during the rainy season in the spring. Those are types of things that we would want to know from you. So definitely let us know there. From there, then it goes to a lead risk assessment, which is another inspection. They call you, they said schedule a time that works for you. They come out and they take a few little dust samples, and they have a machine called an XRF gun. It looks at things that we can't see with the naked eye. It's kind of like an x-ray machine for lead-based paint. If anything that we are going to touch in our scope of work, which is the things that you had discussed with that inspector the first time that our project managers were there, or anything that was in poor condition or not intact, they will test just to see if it contains lead-based paint. Once we get those results back, we do then complete the scope of work for you. We write up exactly what work needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and what types of materials need to be used, so we can get apples to apples comparison from contractors. Now, the contractors, the homeowners choose themselves.
Okay.
So we will provide you with the packets. We will provide those to you, and then you call the contractors that you're comfortable working with. We don't want any homeowners feeling that they don't get a choice in what's going on. We want them to be part of this process. We want them to work with people local if possible, and we want them to work with people they're comfortable with.
So let's say I have some special work that needs to be done on my house and there isn't a local contractor. Can I hire someone from a different city to come in if I have to?
Definitely. You can hire anybody that's licensed in the state of Minnesota. If your home does have that lead-based paint in it and it's something that is included in the scope of work, they do also have to hold what's called the Minnesota Department of Health Lead Supervisor License.
Okay.
And if you don't know anybody, we can definitely help you find those contractors. So don't let that be a stumbling block either. We do work in the area a lot, and we do have a lot of people that we can give your name to, or their name to contact them if you want them to come and bid on your project.
So I think it's important to note that I have to have insurance on my house, I have to have a mortgage, but I also have to be up to date on my taxes, correct?
Yep, you do have to be current on your real estate taxes and any mortgage through the full term of the loan.
Okay, excellent. So if I am looking at the application and I have any questions or need help, is there anyone I can call who can help me with the application?
Definitely. I walk people through it all the time over the phone. I can make an appointment to meet with you while I'm in town sometime. We really want you to be comfortable in the process. So if you have any questions, you can call me. They can email me. We can set up a time to meet, or even just to have a scheduled telephone call. Those seem to work really good, and then we just go through question by question and fill it out.
So can you give me a few examples of something I might have done to my house? Could it be windows, maybe a new door, sliding?
Yep, those are all eligible expenses. Great things to have done. We see a lot of roofs, we see a lot of windows, a lot of doors. Furnaces is another big one we see. Updating electrical units, especially if you have fuses and you want to go to breakers, that's something that we see a lot. Health and safety items, the remediation of the lead-based paint. We do see a lot of maybe wobbly staircases or no handrails up and down the stairs. Those things are eligible. We do a lot of insulation in Minnesota. Adding some insulation to your home can help reduce your heating and cooling costs. We do also see a lot of adding smoke detectors and carbon monoxide testers. Those are mandatory as per code in most cities in the state of Minnesota. So we try and get those updated for people to have that peace of mind as well.
So is there a deadline for me that I need to apply for these funds?
The program does end and all work has to be completed by December 31st.
Of
So,
2018?
of 2018,
Okay.
so we're kind of on a push to get these done as soon as possible. Plus we want to be able to do these in the construction season, so the more that we can get done and the sooner we can get them done, the better chance you have of everything sealing correctly and not having, you know, if you're replacing your windows, not having the windows in and out in the middle of the winter.
So it sounds like this is a perfect time for anyone who wants to do any work. The weather's getting a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Do it this summer into this fall. We have until the end of the year.
Yep, so we would need to be under contract with a contractor by October 1st. So that would mean getting the applications in no later than probably August 1st to get all of the different steps taken care of and the contractor working on your project by October 1st.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Michelle, for joining us today. This is a wonderful program. We truly hope that the residents of LeSueur take advantage of this program while we have it until the end of 2018. If you have any questions, please visit the city's website, www.cityoflesueur.com. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much for having me.